Okay, guys, so tell me, have you ever listened something of idioms or idiomatic expressions? Do you know what is that? Or what do you imagine if I say that word, idioms?
Yes,
Tell me.
it's like an expression that people use in a determinate, I don't know, city or something like that, like a teacher in our country.
Okay, that's it. What else, Julie? What have you listened?
The thing that is a are expressions that the people use and are como reconocidas in that country.
Okay, so yeah, idioms are expressions that people use, and those expressions are going to change from country to country. So, in order to introduce this, let's talk about idioms in Spanish. I am going to begin. For example, I can say, Tú eres la niña de mis ojos. What other or which other idioms do you know in Spanish? Who can tell me? Do you know something else? No one. So, for example, this one. Who can complete this one? Dime con quién andas.
Y te diré quién eres.
Y te diré quién eres. Do you know something else? Tell me. Idioms in Spanish. Come on, you are Colombian. Think about it. We have a lot.
Yo tengo una, profe.
I have one. Tell me.
Ojos que no ven, corazón que no siente.
Ojos que no ven, corazón que no siente. Very good. Any other? No more idioms? We just have three?
Teacher, I don't know if it is of Colombia, but like the camarón que se duerme se lo lleva la corriente,
Of
algo así.
course, it's ours. It's from Spanish. So, camarón que se duerme se lo lleva la corriente. What else?
O como el de mugre que no mata engorda.
That's it. Mugre que no mata engorda.
Profe,
Tell me.
por ejemplo,
Profe, yo tengo una.
One by
el que se
one.
va
So,
para...
Camilo and then Majo. Camilo, tell me.
Pero, ok, profe, por ejemplo, ese que dicen de el que se va para Barranquilla pierde su silla. ¿Ese sí funciona?
Okay, yes, of course that. So, let's try to use English in the class. So, el que se va para Barranquilla pierde su silla. Okay, Majo, do you have another one?
Más vale tarde que nunca.
Más vale tarde que nunca. What else? For example, Nata. You are so quiet. Natalia, do you know any idiom? Okay, Santi. Do you have any idiom, Nata?
No, yes, teacher, I know, but in this moment I'm confused. O sea, los confundo.
Okay, just let's fix the confusion together.
Teacher, I have one.
Okay, I am going to listen Juliana that was going to say something and then Majo. While Natalia think. I want to listen to you, Nata. So Juliana, tell me.
For example, no sé, como ser la oveja negra o no sé, es pan comido, ese tipo de...
Yeah, that's useful too. Es pan comido, la oveja negra de la familia. Yes. Majo.
Hay uno que mi mamá siempre me dice, ese que no me abran los ojos porque algo así.
No, because that's like literally. That's something literal. And idioms are not literal. So if you say don't open your eyes, like you're literally opening your eyes. Something that is not literal. Let's try to use English. Nata, do you have something or no yet?
Teacher, I don't know if when we say like me contó un pajarito.
Okay, me contó un pajarito. Yes, of course, because the bird is not coming to tell you literally. That's an expression, so it works. Let's listen, for example, Mariana, do you know idioms in Spanish?
De tal palo tal astilla.
De tal palo tal astilla, that's another one. What about Juan Pablo? Do you have something, Juan Pablo, an idiom in Spanish?
Bueno, me acuerdo de uno que dice que cría cuervos y te sacarán los ojos.
That's one. That's a really good example. Cría cuervos y te sacarán los ojos. What about, for example, Gabi? Gabi, do you have any idiom? Do you remember something?
No, teacher.
Not at all? Okay, Isa, tell me.
Teacher, I have a question. Por ejemplo, espérate. Es que estoy viéndolo ya. Por ejemplo, digamos, también sirven como expresiones, pero no como dichos, sino expresiones como ay que baila o cosas así.
Yeah, it may work. It may work.
Ah, ok. O como el de duerme más que pata hinchada, cosas así, ¿sí sirve?
Yes, of course. Those are also idioms, not only like dichos in Spanish, but expressions. An idiom is an expression, a cultural expression that has no literal meaning, but you are going to have the meaning, for example, by context or something like that. So those are idioms. We are going to talk about idioms. My suggestion, as usual, is please take notes because I'm sure that this is going to be really useful for you. We are doing this class because you told me, teacher, talk to us about idioms. So here we go. I'm going to share with you my screen right now. And we are going to begin. Okay. Here we go. Idioms or idiomatic expressions. Juan David, can you please help me reading this first slide?
Okay, teacher. It is a colorful language that is not literal and is not to be taken literally. It is an expression that has a meaning apart from the meaning of its individual words.
Thank you.
Words.
So, what is a colorful language? How could you explain colorful? Don't forget that I don't want literal translations, but I want meanings. Definitions. What is a colorful language? How could you explain it? What is that?
Like a language with a lot of, I don't know, like things to say or something like that. Yes, it's
Okay.
like como muy diverso.
With biodiversity?
No, 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 como que tiene como diversidad de expresiones o cosas así.
Okay, now in English, don't forget the use of English. So yes, a colorful language is a language that has like multiple things, multiple expressions, things that are nice, things that are interesting, things that are going to call your attention, attractive things, okay? Colorful is something great, is something attractive, okay? And the thing with idioms, guys, is that you cannot take the literal meaning of that. Because if you take the literal meaning of an idiom, you are going to realize that the expression has no sense at all. So idioms, expressions of language that has no literal meaning, okay? Let's check some idioms, like some short idioms that we have in English. For example, this one, foreplay. Foreplay, does it mean like a number for playing something? Or what is the meaning of foreplay? What is that? Foreplay. What can you imagine?
Like a team?
Like a team. Okay, what else? What else could be foreplay? No one. What could it be? Foreplay, guys, is not literally like a team or a number for playing, but is to give help, for example, to a customer and in order to fix something. So let's imagine that your television or your internet connection is broken and you need the support of someone else in order to fix it. So you can say, for example, about 5 p.m., those homes take one or more of its foreplay services. So something failed, you need the foreplay service in order to make it better. That's foreplay. What about jam session? What is that? It's literally the thing that you have there. A lot of jams in a meeting. Or what is a jam session? No one. I want you to talk. Let's talk a bit. Jam session, I'm going to give you a clue. It's related with music.
It's like I don't know, like a reunion.
Like a
for
meeting?
get together.
Yeah, a jam session is not a lot of jam stacking, but it's a meeting of musicians, jazz musicians especially, that are going to get together in order to play some things. Yeah? It's basically that, when they are together playing songs. Jam session. What about baking soda? Is the thing that you have there in the image? Is a soda baking something?
Like horneando soda, but I don't know.
Not really. Have you ever listened that baking soda? So I can say, oh, I am going to make a cake, and in order to make a cake, I need milk, eggs, sugar, and baking soda.
Baking soda no is bicarbonato de sodio.
Not really. Baking soda is an ingredient that you are going to use in order to make things, or to make things, to cook things, to prepare things, aliments, okay? But it's not literally the soda baking something. And what about let your mind wander? What do you understand if I say that? Let your mind wander.
Like relax, that don't stress your mind or something like that.
Okay, so when you are using this expression, let your mind wander, is when you are going to let your thoughts flow, okay? So
Like
let it
divagar.
be. Tell me, baby. Yeah,
Divagar.
that's it. That's like divagar, when you are like letting your thoughts flow all around bedroom, and I don't know, and your mom is talking to you, and you have your mind like somewhere else. So your mom is going to say, "Don't let your mind wander." Really, really mad because you are not paying attention to her. You know. Let's continue with some others. What about time flies? Is literally the time flying, or what is that? How can you explain that in English?
Like when the time passed so fast.
And you don't even know. For example, you began playing or watching a movie or spending time with some friends, and the time is like you are having so much fun, and when you realize 5 hours has passed, you know? So it's when the time goes really, really fast. What about hungry eyes? If I say, oh my god, stop looking at her with hungry eyes.
Is
Like
like feedback.
with love.
With love, but like not really with love. It's when you are
Like
looking. Tell me.
when uh, I don't know, alguien is angry or something like that.
Someone is angry. Okay, not really. Hungry eyes is when you are looking at something, when you are putting your gaze. Do you remember what is that expression we work at the previous class? Put your gaze. What was that? Do you remember? You put your eyes, your look, cuando pones la mirada. So when you are looking at something with desire, because you really want it. Yeah, so for example, if let's imagine a kid, and let's imagine that that kid has a cousin, and the cousin has a new toy, and that kid really wants the toy. So the kid is going to begin looking at the toy with hungry eyes, with a lot of desire. Okay, that's hungry eyes, when you really want something. What about rocking chair?
Is a chair. como mecedora.
Yeah, but let's try to explain it in English. A rocking chair is like this kind of chair that usually grandparents has to move yourself forward and backward. Yeah? So mecedora, yes. Spill the beans. This is another idiom.
Profe, espera, no entendí bien el de rocking chair.
Rocking chair is a kind of chair, a type of chair. Okay? So the ones that, for example, your grandparent has, that has the chair has like one piece, one curved piece, and that is going to allow you to move yourself forward and forward. There are also, for example, rocking chairs or rocking beds for kids. So it's the one that make movements. La mecedora. Okay? What about spill the beans? What is that idiom? What is the meaning of that expression? Spill the beans.
It's like to tell a secret to other person of some secret information.
Yeah, it's like to say or to show a secret information. Not only a secret information, but also information that you don't want to say. So let's imagine that your mom arrived home and the home is a mess. So she's going to be really mad and she's going to say, "Oh my god, what happened here? Spill the beans right now. Like, tell me right now. Tell me what's going on. Spill the beans, tell the things, okay?" Let's continue with some others. From the bottom of your heart. Is it literally from the bottom of your heart? That has no sense. So what is the meaning of this expression?
Teacher, I have
A question, tell me.
I didn't understand the last one of the last part. The beans.
This one, spill the beans?
Yes, it's
Is-
like achievement.
It's like a gossip. It's for example when you have information and you don't want to say it. Or maybe when you have a secret and accidentally you reveal the secret. Like, oh, sorry, I spilled the beans. Let's imagine that your best friend told you, okay, I'm pregnant, but don't tell anyone. I want to do it. And suddenly you are talking with someone and you say, hi, do you know that she's pregnant? And then you realize that you just spilled the beans. Just you tell the gossip. You were gossip. It's when you have information and you say that information, that it's secret. Okay?
Okay. It's like in Spanish, like metí la pata o como metí la cucharada. Yes.
So, yeah, like solté el chisme, solté el secreto, something like that. Okay? Let's continue. So let's go again with from the bottom of your heart. What is the meaning of that?
I want to is like say something that is very como sincero.
Being sincere, okay.
Yes, or it is in of the deep of your heart.
Like it's when you are talking, when you are being honest. When you are being honest and you are talking, trying to express that what you are saying, it's important, that you are not telling lies, that you really mean what you are saying, okay? It's not like your heart is going to talk, it's that you are talking with your entire self, yeah? Let's go with sugar daddy. This one is like a new idiom, but what is a sugar daddy? Who can tell me?
It's going to
You
our
have
man. We have a lot of money. Yes, when you have a relationship with a person that is so biggest for you, and if they had a lot of money.
So a sugar daddy is that. It's not like a sugar with a baby sugar. No. It's when you have or someone has a relationship with a boy, especially this one, sugar daddy, with a boy that is old. So let's imagine a 17-year-old girl with a boy of, I don't know, 50, 60 years? But that's a sugar daddy. But the thing with sugar daddy is that you can be a sugar daddy if you don't have money. So you should have money if you want to be a sugar daddy. But please, girls, you deserve quite more better. Don't be with sugar daddies, guys. Okay, sleeping pills. What is that? Is literally the thing that you have here in the image. Sleeping pills.
is like pastillas para dormir.
Let's try to define the things in English. Let's try to avoid translations, okay?
Appeal to try to sleep.
Okay, that's it. It's not sleeping pills, it's not like the pill is sleeping, but it's this kind of medicine that people need in order to be able to sleep. This one is really easy and it's really nice. Fireworks. Let's check the image. We have fire working. But what is the real meaning of fireworks? What is that?
Trabajar rápido.
Not really.
Like when a work is so strange. No.
Nope.
Strong. I don't know.
Strong, no. Not really, no. Fireworks is not related at all with work.
Here, fireworks not is the los juegos artificiales. I don't know.
You can do it. Fireworks is fireworks. For example, the ones that you have on December.
Artificial place. I don't know how do you say juegos artificiales.
Fireworks.
Yes.
Yeah, fireworks. That's the way that you say it. So the ones that you have, for example, on celebrations, the ones that you use. For example, USA has a lot of fireworks 4th July. A lot of gunpowder things, okay? Let's continue. So we are going to read this together. Ballet, Ballet, can you please help me reading this part?
Teacher, Ballet Orego or Ballet Annex?
No, Ballet Rego because Ballet Venegas is not here. So just Ballet today.
Okay. There are approximate. ¿Cómo se pronuncia eso?
How do you pronounce it?
How? ¿Cómo?
How did you pronounce it?
How do you pronounce approximately?
Approximately.
Approximately. I know what.
You can do it. So don't forget, numbers with 3 numbers are hundreds. Numbers with more than 3 numbers are thousands.
25,000.
Uh-huh.
Idioms in the English language. Okay? English language.
Language, continue.
What?
Continue.
Alone and they occur frequently in all
Languages. Okay, so very good. So, guys, it is like not possible for us to learn today 25,000 idioms. Let's imagine that that's a huge amount of idioms in English. But we are going to be working today with the most common ones, with the ones that are really used, really common. And, well, the other ones, I know that you are going to be learning with idioms and different things with the practice, with experience, and, well, however, we are going to work with the most common ones. So let's begin. How do you recognize an idiom, guys? So, Julie, can you please help me reading this slide?
Yes, teacher.
Go ahead.
Idioms are recognizable because the literal meaning might not make sense. If someone say they will turn over a new leaf after getting in trouble, then we should not ask ourselves why they are taking up gardening, but assumes that the
Phrase. Phrase.
Praise has an idiomatic meaning to make a start and become a better person.
Okay, so be careful with the pronunciation of this. Make sense, okay? So yes, how are you going to recognize it? Because when you listen that, and if you try to take like the literal meaning, it is going to be without sense. It is going to be like something that you don't understand because you can have the literal meaning. Yeah? So that's how you recognize an idiom. If someone says something that you don't understand by literally, that's an idiom. We are going to check some of the idioms. Let's begin with this one. Rise and shine. The literal meaning of rise and shine is like to get up and begin shining. Show me your bright. So tell me, do humans have the possibility, or humans have the possibility to shine? Do you have like bright, like light? Do you have it? ¿Ustedes pueden solo empezar a sacar luz de ustedes y brillar por donde van? It is not possible. So, the literal meaning is no sense here. Rise and shine has actually two meanings. The first one is this one, to get out of bed and prepare for the day. So let's imagine that your mom is it's trying to wake you up, and she's going to say, "Okay, dear, let's rise and shine. Let's begin the day." That's the first one. But also we have this other one. Let's imagine that you are having a really bad day, or that you have been experiencing bad situations and you are feeling really really bad, and I go and I tell you like, okay, don't worry, everything is going to be okay. You just have to rise and shine. You just have to keep going. You can do it. So rise and shine can also be like continue. You can do it. You are great. So get up. Levántate. Okay? So keep going. Rise and shine. Let's do it with a lot of energy. Questions about this idiom? Let's continue with the next one. What about this one? It's raining cats and dogs. Does it literally means that you are going to have a lot of dogs and a lot of cats falling from the sky? Or what is this? Who can tell me?
Teacher, it is that is right muy very strong.
Yeah, you use this expression when it's raining so hard. When it's raining too much, a lot. When it's raining a lot. Do we have something similar in Spanish to say that it's raining a lot? Do we have a similar expression in Spanish to say that it's raining a lot?
Uh, yes, teacher, some
Which one? Tell me.
say that están lloviendo perros y gatos, or I don't know I don't remember how do you say the another is. No se me olvidó la
You
palabra.
forgot? Okay, we in Spanish.
Ese también.
Yeah, that's one. So we don't use están lloviendo perros y gatos in Spanish. That's just from English. But in Spanish we have a lot. I mean, in English you just have this one to say that it's raining a lot. In Spanish we have está cayendo un aguacero, está lloviendo a palos, está lloviendo a cántaros, están lloviendo rayos y centellas, like a lot.
Cántaros was
the word. Yeah, so you have multiple ways to say this in Spanish. You have multiple idioms to say this in Spanish too. So it's raining cats and dogs. It's when it's raining so hard, when it's raining too much. So let's continue. Let's go with this one, a piece of cake. So, oh, that was a piece of cake. What is the meaning of this, a piece of cake? Check it, you have it there.
Activity that is easy.
Easy. So a piece of cake means that something is really easy. So that exam was a piece of cake. It wasn't hard at all. Okay? So that's it. A piece of cake. Really, really easy. Something that you can do like pretty fast because it's really easy. Do we have something similar in Spanish?
is like the a pan comido.
Pan comido. That's the one. So a piece of cake. Ah, yes, was pan comido. Really easy to do. Let's continue then. Take note of the idioms, guys. The next one. I guess that maybe you never listened this one, but once in a blue moon. Have you ever listened that one? Or something similar? Once in a blue moon?
For example, in Spanish, it's like una vez en la vida. I don't know, like something that is so special because it is so strange. something like that.
Something like that, something that it's special because it's something weird, something that happens rarely. So once in a very long time. We are going to check the examples just to make it easier. So Juan Pablo, can you please help me reading these two examples?
Okay, the second.
Both. I miss you.
Espera, okay, I miss you. I only get to see you once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon. Okay, the next one.
How do you say once?
No, once.
Okay, once in a blue moon, well, with the street, dressed up and it is in a
In a very fancy restaurant.
okay.
So, those are things that are not common, that are hard to happen once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon, we do that. Once in a blue moon, we travel to a foreign country. Something that it's rarely, okay? Keep it in mind. Let's go with the next one. Picture paints a thousand words. This is another idiom. What is the meaning of this? Picture paints a thousand words. Or a picture is worth a thousand words. So do we have something similar to this one in Spanish, guys? Yes or no? The meaning is this one, that a visual presentation or an image is far more descriptive than words.
Es que si su merced entra al service desk y mira.
So what is that?
No. El man lo envía como un correo.
Let's imagine that you are walking down the street and
Like
suddenly, tell me?
Like something with like sense, I don't know.
Which says yes. Let's imagine that you are walking down the street and suddenly you see your boyfriend or your girlfriend kissing someone. And he sees you and he's trying to say, oh my god, this is not what it seemed, blah 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 blah. You can just look at him or her and say, a picture paints a thousand words. And you can just walk away.
En español, como eso deja mucho por decir.
Not really. Una imagen. Una imagen vale. You know it. Have you never listened that one? That's it. Una imagen vale más que mil palabras. That's like the equivalence in Spanish. So that means that maybe something that you see, something that you have, is going to explain far more than the words. Yeah? So that's it. Una imagen vale más que mil palabras. So it is not necessary to have a lot of explanation, because with your actions or with the things that you are showing to me, I can realize some other things. So let's continue with another one. Break your heart. What is that?
Profe, pregunta,
A question, tell me.
con el que acabas de explicar, pero ese se usa solo en cosas malas, cosas buenas.
You can use it in both cases, but I guess that people mostly use it with bad things. When people is really disappointed, you know? I have never seen that someone use this in a good way. Yeah, but sometimes it's more, but you can use it in both contexts, of course. You can use it in both contexts. So, what about break your heart? What is that? Does it literally mean that you are going to take someone else's heart and break it? Are you going to kill someone?
It's
Or-
something. It's like be a lot of sad.
Okay, is when you make someone really sad, when you hurt someone too much. So let's check the example. Sally broke John's heart when she refused to marry him. So this poor guy, this poor John was so in love with Sally, but Sally just said like, oh no, I don't want to be with you, bye bye. So right now, John is not like physically with a physical damage, but his feelings are so, so bad. So to break someone's heart is when you cause a huge pain in someone. Okay? What about this one? Window shopping. Let's imagine that I say, okay, Santiago, do you want to go window shopping with me tomorrow? What is window shopping? What is that? No one. Window shopping. Who can explain that expression to me? You have it here, just read it.
Share is like, I don't know how do you say more. See the things that are in the vitrinas, como vitrinear.
Like, yeah, in Spanish it's literally that, vitrinear. In English, window shopping. In Spanish, vitrinear. So it's when you are visiting multiple stores, looking at the windows, but without buying anything. You are not going to buy any single thing. You are just going to go. You are just going to spend some time, for example, in the mall, by checking windows or like the different stores, but you are not going to buy anything. That's window shopping. Okay? So let's continue. What about this one? To give someone the cold shoulder. Have you ever seen this expression? Give someone the cold shoulder. We are going to read the entire slide, okay? So, Gabi, can you please help me reading this slide?
Okay, teacher. To be cold to someone on purpose to snub someone. Example 1. When Lisa saw Amber at the mall, she didn't even stop to talk to her. She really gave her the she really gave her the cool.
Okay.
Example 2. Can understand why Joe would give you the cool shoulder. I thought you two were good friends.
So, Gabi, what do you understand of this expression? To give someone the cold shoulder. What is that?
Like when someone ignore me, o como me dio la espalda o algo así.
That's it. That's the meaning in Spanish. Darle la espalda a alguien. Gabi, have you ever gave someone the cold shoulder?
No.
No? Okay. So, that's it. Basically, when you turn your back, le das la espalda, to someone that really needs you. Basically that, to give someone the cold shoulder. Keep it in mind because you may find it someday. Let's continue. My dears, it's really important for you to know this, that many idiomatic expressions the idiomatic expressions has a beginning, has an origin, and some of those expressions were usually used with the literal meaning, okay? Not as something figurative, but with something literal. I am not going to show you this video right now because it is like an 11-minute video, but I will send you the presentation for you to check it, okay? And to finish with the things that, because I'm sure that we are not going to be able to check all of the idioms today. But let's continue then. We are going to check another ones. What about this one? Cut to the chase. What do you imagine if I say that to you? Oh dear, please cut to the chase. What is that? What would it be?
Corte al drama.
Not really, and let's try to give definitions. Cut to the chase. Let's imagine this situation. Let's say that you did something really, really bad, and I called you because I want you to explain to me what happened. And I say, okay, tell me, what's going on? Why did you do that? And you begin with this history. No, teacher, I was there and the day was really sunny and I was walking and then I saw him and blah, 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 blah. And at some point I am going to tell you like, okay, no, please stop, just cut to the chase. Tell me what happened, cut to the chase. What is that? What am I asking you to do?
Is ve al grano.
That's it. In Spanish is that one, vaya al grano. But even if we think about this expression in Spanish, has no sense. I mean, can you imagine someone literally yendo al grano, like que va a ir a coger granos? No. It is going to tell me what happened, like precisely, without surroundings and things like that. Cut to the chase, ve al grano. Okay? This is going to be really useful for you. You can use it a lot. Cut to the chase. Let's check some others. I am going to show you this video. I don't know. Let's check if you are able to listen in a good way. But if not, we are just going to check the meanings. So I am going to show you this video. It's really short. It's like a 15 seconds video. And the idea is that I want you to try to identify this expression. Let your hair down. Okay? Take a look of the video, take a look of the situation, and then let me know what is the meaning of this idiom. Let your hair down. Here we go.
Well, he's got the back to school thing tonight. Got the house to ourselves for a while. Let's watch the game. Let your hair down. Let your hair down.
You think I've been overdoing it?
I know you've been overdoing it.
Do you got it? What is happening here? They are talking and he's saying like, okay, let's stop working. Let's watch the game together. Let your hair down. So what is the meaning of this? What is let your hair down?
It's like liberarse, or
Set free? So. So let your hair down. And the other one is saying like, oh, do you think that maybe I am overdoing? Or do you think that I am working too hard? And the other one says like, yes, of course you are doing that. Just let your hair down. So what is that? What is let your hair down? Literally is to relax and enjoy yourself without worrying about any problems. Okay? So, to let your hair down is to keep calm. Just to live your life, to relax. Okay? Just, if you see someone like that is really stressed, you can say, okay, keep calm. Just breathe. Let your hair down. Relájate. Okay? Let's continue with another one. Let me check the hour because, okay, let's go with the last one. And then, we are going to continue. So, let's check this one. Put your best foot forward. I am going to show you again a 15 seconds video. And I know that the major part of you have seen this movie, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. So, even if you don't really understand the expression in the video, if you can identify it, let's try to remember what is happening in this scene of the movie. So let's check it.
Well, I expect each and every one of you to put your best foot forward, and I mean this literally because the Yule Ball is first and foremost a dance.
What is happening here? What are they talking about?
it's like do your better esfuerzo.
Yeah, that's it. Very good. This is the scene where they are going to have a dance and they have to practice a lot and she's trying to make them ready. But put your best foot forward means to do something as well as you can. Do it that in the best way, in the best possible way. Put your best foot forward. So for example, I can say, okay guys, we just have 7 more weeks of school. So please try to put your best foot forward. So please guys, let's finish this year as best as we can. And that's how you can use this expression. We don't have more time to keep checking idioms, guys. I'm sorry. But I am going to send you the presentation because if you realize there are far more that you can check, okay? So I really hope that this class was really useful for you. I really hope that you can use idioms in your daily lives and that you can identify it, okay? So that's all for today, my dears, and I see you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye,
Bye, teacher.
dears.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.